But first, our first warning weather team tracking the storm. We begin with Chief Meteorologist Tony Mainolfi. Tony, what's the latest advisory telling us?
Yeah, so the advisory at 8 o'clock did up the winds and the pressure continues to drop. Cam and I were just looking at some of the observations from the hurricane hunters. Pressure is actually down to about 987 now, so it is continuing to strengthen. If there is one piece of information that I might want to pass along tonight, there has been a very subtle shift towards the west. Not by much. Again, overall, it's not going to impact any of the effects that we're going to have here, but there could be a subtle little shift towards the west at the 11 o'clock hour from the hurricane center. Again, not going to change the intensity, and it's not going to change the impacts to central Florida. It would have to move more significantly to the west with this very large storm system having a significant impact on it. So you can see the spaghetti plots now on the center and western half of the cone. Earlier in the day, they were center eastern side. The intensity forecast still at Cat 3 with many of the storms, and because of that, look at the entire state. There are 67 counties in the state of Florida. 58 of the 67 are under some sort of advisory, whether it's a tropical storm watch there on the eastern side of the peninsula. We have inland tropical storm warnings, hurricane watches there in western Marion County, and hurricane warnings where our crews are up there in the Panhandle. So for me and for you, the worst of the weather, where the strongest winds and the heaviest bands come in, is going to be Thursday early morning and then on into the afternoon. Now, we'll get some feeder bands in before that, but again, the worst of the weather is going to be late Thursday morning on into the afternoon, but we could get tornadoes, at least a risk for them in those outer bands beginning Wednesday evening. With more on Helene, here's Cam.
So Tony just mentioned the worst of the weather will arrive Thursday, but in terms of impacts, here's a look at what we can expect. We are expecting hurricane strength wind gusts as far as western Marion County, but it could also clip Sumter County as well, with wind gusts over 75 miles per hour. In the Orlando metro, wind gusts over 55 miles per hour. Closer along the coast, there is in Brevard County, 45-mile-per-hour wind gusts, so tropical storm strength winds. Tony mentioned earlier about the tornado threat. Because we are on the eastern side of the storm, which sometimes can be referred to the dirty side, we could get spin-ups with those embedded squalls that move through. So in terms of the front right quadrant, unfortunately, Central Florida is in that. So we are expecting the threat of severe weather. Here's a look at our severe weather risk over the next 2 days. So tomorrow, a level 1 out of 5 risk for us in Central Florida. Notice that risk going up, though, for Thursday. We're all in the yellow here in Central Florida, indicating a level 2 out of 5 risk. So a higher chance for severe thunderstorms as we look ahead through Thursday, which again, as Tony mentioned earlier, is when we'll see the worst of the weather arrive. So how do we get prepared? Today, Helene is getting better organized. So from tonight into tomorrow, early tomorrow, we've got to get those hurricane preps ready. Tomorrow, it's expected to be a hurricane already. We'll see some gusty downpours. But again, Thursday, that's when the storm arrives. We'll be watching the flooding threat as well as winds and also the severe weather threats as well. We'll talk more about the other threats we could see and how much rain we could expect out of Helene, as well as some of those wind gusts we can expect as well, coming up in about 15 minutes.